Yeah, man. I think your time at Notre Dame is going to be very, very cool, dude. I think like with what Coach Freeman's building, the new football building, like
Yes.
there's so much. John and I talk about this all the time. There's so much positive momentum, organic momentum, and you're going to be there for I think a really fun 3 to 5 years, as the kids like to say. But I want to talk football specific real quick, Justin, because I train kids. There's a kid, your future teammate Teddy Rizak. I train kids on the weekend, high school kids, like higher level kids. So you're a 4-3 guy. 4-3, John. 4-3, folks. And I see it on film. Where did you run this 4-3? Did you do it at a camp, private workouts? Where'd you clock that at?
So I clocked that at basically I clocked it at Under Armour, and honestly, I mean, I was just running. I mean, I was just doing what I was doing. I was just, working on my technique and maintaining, my speed. And I just ran. I just ran. I mean, I feel like track, I mean, I run track as well. So I feel like that helps too. I run a 10-8 and 100. And I feel like the track aspect of that had really helped me excel in the 40 when I ran it. And I feel like, I mean, it just showcases the speed that I have.
So what you're saying, and you're being a gentleman about it, you accidentally ran a 4-3.
Oh no, no, I ran it twice. One at a place Elite Academy camp up here in the St. Louis area, and then I ran it again at Under Armour actually. So I mean, I don't think I didn't do it on accident. I mean,
Just say you're like, I'm out there running, because that track start's different than the 40 start. It's a little bit different. That's awesome though, man. So when you're working in the off season, because you're kind of labeled as an all around back. What are you working to improve the most in terms of your
well,
skill set?
so I mean, I'm working to always improve my overall versatile skill set. I feel like I can really showcase my versatility as a running back and being able to play multiple positions on the field, not only on the offensive side, but also too like on the special teams side. I'm really high on special teams, and I feel like contributing that in any sort of way I can really help put the team in the best position for success because special teams is a major part of the game too. It's not all just about offense and defense. I mean, special teams can dictate whether you lose or win a game or a big momentum change or anything like that. So I feel like I can contribute not only in like the receiver and the slot and the running back position, but also to like on kickoff, kick return, or any other parts of special teams that I can contribute in.
I love that. So is that a goal for you? Yeah, early in your Notre Dame career, is that something you're trying to position yourself for? Maybe to get on the field early as a return specialist, work into that rotation, and as
Yes.
far as the backfield, I love that. We need it. I love it, John.
I'm telling you, speed kills, man. Speed's always killed. Speed's always gonna kill. And Justin, you're gonna have to get in the mix because I hear these Notre Dame guys all the time talking about who's the fastest guy on the roster, who's the fastest guy in the running back room, and you might be able to come right in there and take that crown for them. And again, that versatility you talk about, when you offer that skill set, you could be useful in a whole bunch of different ways.
Mm-hmm.
That's a beautiful thing, man. How do you feel about, when we look at Notre Dame's roster, break down what we got, that's a very competitive, high-level running back room. And there's a lot of guys with overlapping skill sets, but they each bring their own little flavor to the position and to what they're going to do. How do you feel about getting in the mix with that room and Coach Dealin and everything they got going there? It's going to be heavy competition. What's your mindset entering into a room that's we feel pretty stacked and getting more so?
Well, first, I'm not scared of any competition. I know that there's going to be competition. I mean, everything in life, not only about football. So, I mean, it's about putting that work in and then showcasing what you can do and giving your full best effort. I mean, as my trainer says, it ain't nothing but a little work. So, always got to put in the work. You got to get 1% better every single day. So, I've always had the mindset of just no matter how much you've achieved or done, just keep grinding and grinding, grinding because there's going to be people that are wanting that position or that spot that you're going to have. So, I mean, you never get complacent. Never get complacent.
And did you get into the weeds with Coach McCullough? I had a chance to have a 20, 30-minute conversation with Coach over the spring. They bring ex-players back and we get to mix it up with the coaches. It's fantastic. And Coach McCullough was really getting into his recruiting pitch and using a 3 or 4 back rotation to keep you all fresh, to keep the miles off, really trying to get to the league, go to the NFL. Did he get into that with you at all in terms of how he likes to rotate dudes and have like a 3-back platoon?
Yes. So, I mean, the way that Coach McCullough uses his running backs and the whole overall system is very unique, and I like it. I mean, each running back brings a special, unique skill set and just basically just overall playing style to the table. And I feel like that really just adds to the team overall. And I feel like that with each of our skill sets and each of our unique playing styles, I feel like we can really help the offense in a great way and contribute in terms of scoring and basically just winning games.
Another question. I've never asked this to a running back, but John and I love to talk about O-line U, right? Who holds the title of O-line U? And we'll say Notre Dame does. As a running back, do you take that? And I mean, you're speaking for high school running backs across the board. I'm putting you on the spot. But to go play for an O-line U type program that consistently puts out high-level NFL guys, is that something that running backs think about? Is it something they ought to think about coming out of high school?
I mean, I feel like that's something that we think about. I mean, Notre Dame is, like you said, is O-line U. I mean, produces great offensive linemen every single year. I mean, you see with Joe Alt this year with the Chargers. And I feel like, I mean, it's exciting. I mean, it's exciting to be able to run behind those guys because, I mean, it starts with them. I mean, you can't get a play off without them. So I feel like, I mean, having that mindset of basically, just working well with and having good chemistry with the O linemen, I feel like that is key for a running back to basically be not to be successful in terms of basically just running the ball and being comfortable with the overall offense.
And then kind of piggybacking off that, have you been able to build much of a rapport back and forth with Mike Denbrock? He kind of is a new addition to the staff coming in. I feel like the fan base and the Notre Dame media is very excited about his addition for a few reasons. I mean, number one is he's a Notre Dame guy. This is his third go around. He understands the whole Notre Dame thing. You don't have to explain it. There's no acclamation. That's a Notre Dame dude in his heart. So you have that. Then you have his success at a bunch of different stops. And then obviously LSU scored a boatload of points, had Heisman winning quarterback last year. We feel like he's coming in with no fear, ready to be aggressive, ready to really ramp this offense up and get it going. Have you been able to get to know him at all yet and kind of get an idea of the vision he has for this offense? We're expecting it to be exciting.
Yes. So, I mean, I've had many conversations with him over the spring, and I mean, I'm really looking forward to how the whole offensive works, but also to how the running backs are using the offense. I mean, they're going in an 11 personnel offense. They're actually using Jeremiah Love in the slot and the receiver position as well. So that showcases that running backs can be put out in the slot and be used in multiple parts of the offense. And I'm just looking forward to how it's being used in the fall. And I feel like my skill set can greatly add to that offense being a versatile back.
And if fans are – there was a young man that was committed to play for Notre Dame. He was a freshman this year. Dylan Edwards was his name. Little guy, speedster. He ended up decommitting. He played for Colorado. I think he jumped into the portal. But I could see you being used like he was kind of used at Colorado. I really could. I mean, if fans are looking for a comp, I think you're a bigger athlete than he is. Justin, what are you walking around at? Are you over 200 pounds now?
At 187 right now, sir.
Okay. But you look bigger on film than 185, 187 pounds, to me anyway. But, yeah, I'm excited about you, man, because you got he's quick, John. He's quick, kind of runs a little violent at the same time. So yeah, I'm a fan of yours, man. I think about it like a small-ish back, Justin. And I played linebacker, brother, right? So I'm, we're the yin and the yang of this thing.
Right.
And you got Justin, 5'11", 6 foot, 190-ish pounds, 4.3 speed, and he's just hiding behind those trees. Your boy Owen Streebig's like 6'9" out there. Like, it's gonna be hard to find Justin to make that tackle. It is.
Yeah,
I mean, it's something excited to look forward to. I mean, like you said, with all the O-line commits that we have. I mean, I'm looking forward to running behind them. So.
Yeah, and as somebody who just stood next to Owen Streebig last week, I would want to run behind him too. I was looking up at the dude the whole time. I'm like, "Hey, Owen, good to see you again, buddy." Like, I would love running behind him too, man. It's you guys. There's a lot of energy, Justin. You could feel it. I'm a long-time Notre Dame guy. Mike's obviously been a player. Like we've been around Notre Dame a long time. I mean, we're at least double your age. We've been around. And you could feel the ebbs and the flows with the Notre Dame, with the momentum and the vibe. I always talk about vibes. Mike gives me, a hard time. John and his vibes. I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of energy brewing, and it's a good blend of like the modern approach to putting together a program, but still retaining those Notre Dame values and not losing the parts of Notre Dame that make us different and stand apart. What do you feel with the energy of the group you guys are building and putting together, and each of these classes kind of have their own feel? What's that vibe with those other guys that you're all just kind of getting ready to get in the huddle together with?
I mean, I feel like our chemistry and the vibe that we have in between us is absolutely great. I mean, we have a text stream actually, so we constantly stay in contact with each other, and I feel like that grows a relationship. We actually play video games with each other sometimes, so that's pretty fun too. But I feel like just the whole chemistry and the vibe and just the bonding in between us, I feel like is going to really be beneficial once we get up to Notre Dame, because it will be more comfortable around each other and we'll be more acclimated to be around with each other. And I feel like that can just really help in terms of a well-oiled machine.